so they can be able to do better. That's just, it sounds crazy, but I think something.
So much, everything we do, like front page news.
But who the fuck taught us how to
do anything? You know what I mean? We basically learning trial and error. Everything is trial and error. Some of us are lucky enough to make it through that shit, and most of us are not. You know, so the mentorship, that's what I think. I think successful is now your duty to pass down information to the generation. Otherwise, you can't consider yourself successful. It's got to be part of it. There can't be a information disconnect from generation to generation. The whole OGs versus the young nigga shit, that's the corniest shit ever. Like the OGs gotta earn that title. You gotta earn that title. You can't just be an old nigga. You gotta apply everything, all of the mistakes that you made, they can't go in vain. You gotta apply that shit to the environment so the youngins won't make the same mistakes and they'll get a better shot. They'll be able to achieve that way earlier than we did, because it took me and Joe 20 years to build anything or do anything. You know what I mean? 3 record deals a piece before we were able to build anything tangible, because we came into this motherfucker thinking so short-sighted. You know what I mean? So,
You guys are the man. And
yeah. Royce killing that shit, yo.
He is.
They don't teach you how to get money, and they don't teach you what to do with it.
I do one more thing. I do need some advice. You know, and don't. There's a lot going on. The LBGT community is coming at me right now.
Q plus.
Sorry,
do that on my live.
LGBTQ community. All right, hold on, slow down, nigga.
And you ain't even got to bring up what you did. I seen that shit you did.
You think I did something wrong as well?
Ooh, what you do?
How? He don't feel the way.
What you do?
But that's the problem. We always trying to jump out the window for others. That man is fine. It was therapy for him. Nigga.
No, you wasn't. No, but that's for him. Listen, in that situation with him, probably cool, but you should still have the information so you don't run into that.
So let me tell Roy. So I don't watch Power.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm. I watched Power after Ghost died. I got upset. So I interviewed G Money. Kept saying, "Yo, interview this guy named Zeke. He's going viral." So we get Zeke up there. Daniel Lee Bellamy, and good guy. Let me just say that. So Daniel is up there, and we're talking about basketball. And then just for some reason, because he was in a basketball team and he left basketball for drama, I asked him about girls. I said, "So how was girls in high school?" He started stuttering and doing all that. I didn't really have. So I said, "Wait, you didn't have any girls?" Like, I started to inquire more. Then he said that he's a single individual right now. Then he elaborated on after being a single individual, he said that he's open to things and he wants to fall in love with somebody who loves him for him. So I said, "Yo, bro, I asked him, are you gay? Like, are you ashamed to say you gay?" Hold on, I'm just, listen, I'm just learning this. I have 2 people on my platform, Flip the Network, Jakari and Moon. One is an androgynous male, the other one is...
Do you travel?
Hold on. One is an androgynous male, the other one is gay, Jakari and Moon. I'm just learning about these things. We're not taught this where I'm come from. I'm not taught these things, I'm learning. So I'm inquire minds wonder. I didn't try to insult them or disrespect them. I was learning. How I'm gonna learn if I don't ask?
Okay.
That would be that Joe is Joe, man.
Flip, kind of backlash.
So they backlash because they feel like that. It was like and even in the interview he said, "I'm fine. This conversation is necessary." He was good. They felt like I'm forcing him to disclose his sexuality status. I was forcing him to come out, like I put pressure on him. I didn't. You can't pressure somebody. How?
You did.
Put pressure on him.
Exactly.
Okay, I did put. He was okay. All right. That wasn't my intention. I learned from him.
Can you see where it could have came off?
I can see, but what I'm saying, he didn't have an issue with it. He's not upset. Everybody else is upset because this whole cancel thing. And I'm fine with it. I love it. It gets me excited. But what I'm saying is that it wasn't intentional. The only thing that I agree with Daniel about is when he said that you have to stop using the word crazy at people because you don't know that their mental state. Now, in my neighborhood, we use, yo, you crazy. So at first, when we talked about the crazy thing, I said, I don't give a fuck about that. I say what I want. But then I turned around, I thought about it, I said, Flip, that's not mature. If you want to grow, understand him. I listened, I understood him, and I said, you know what? I will be mindful of using the word crazy. But asking somebody how was girls in high school, and then he's not answering it and asking him like, okay, so let's how we can have the conversation.
Just use it as a teachable moment, Flip. You got a platform, man. Along with that comes.
I know.
That's all.
They attacking me on Twitter. Yo, they going crazy. I love it though.
Nah, they should.
They don't stop. What you mean? Joe, you my family, Joe. Word? So why you supposed to want to help me? See, that's the problem with the OGs like you. Why you ain't called to help me? Yo, Flip, yo. Why you ain't give me some advice?
Listen, bro. Entitlement.
Oh,
Entitlement is a motherfucker, and accountability is a motherfucker. It's something disarming and liberating about somebody just being like, you know what? I'm sorry.
I am, but
wrong.
But how can I be okay? But Royce, who am I sorry to? He's not offended. He said the conversation is needed, Royce. Why am I apologizing to people that's offended for him? That's our problem in society.
You're getting in your own way.
He didn't make one post or one video saying Flip disrespected me. He said, I don't feel offended. This conversation it just caught him off guard. So what am I apologizing for?
For the people who are offended.
Yeah.
On your public platform.
All right, okay. Oh my God. Can you explain a little more? Because I do want to apologize, but explain a little more, man.
All right. Yo, hey Flip, and you do understand. You just real good at this content thing, so I'm gonna play along. The LGBTQ plus community and most oppressed communities got enough shit that they got to worry about than what the fuck Flip is saying and what the fuck he putting out there on his public radio show, right? Like for them, it's a thing that coming out the closet is a thing. Like, why do we have to come out of anywhere? So that's already a thing. But now I've come out, I'm comfortable with my shit. Can't nobody else come pressure me or force me or put me in an uncomfortable situation to share what my sexual preferences are on air. So that's really all it is. It's not even a gay thing, right? Like if I come to your show and you say, yo, you dating a girl? And I say, yeah. And then you say, well, who is she? Or where's she from? Or just anything like that. I'm going to say, nigga, back off me. Mind your fucking business.
Okay.
So it's the same thing. He answered your question, and that wasn't enough.
I can relate.
And
like being generalized. Did y'all see that post that Dr. Boyce Watkins keep posting about rappers? Are rappers doing enough? Are rappers creating enough jobs in our communities? Y'all seen that?
No.
It kind of offended me a little bit.
No, I didn't see that.
Because it was like a picture with like, I don't know if it was Rock Nation Brunch or something, but it had like T.I., Jay-Z. It had a bunch of like just thriving young black, right, in the music business. And it was just like, this is not enough. You know what I'm saying? Rappers aren't doing enough. And it was like they're just generalizing, a whole lot of assumptions of what we're not doing. Are we doing it the proper way? Because you got to look at Jeff Bezos and guys like that. They're creating thousands of jobs. So now, all of a sudden, the whole weight of the fucking entire wealth gap is on the shoulders of the young rappers who the older elders didn't give any information to. We haven't been embraced by that generation at all. You know what I mean? Like we've been getting talk at the whole time. You know what I mean? There's countless memes online, like Warren Buffett and Bill Gates online dressed in some weird outfit. It's like $44 billion in this meme and not one Gucci belt in sight. Well, you should go buy it. I don't think there's nothing wrong with buying a Gucci belt personally. I'm tired of all of the things that we place value on being weaponized against us, man.
I agree.
At some point, you don't qualify to be able to tell me if it's a bad investment to buy a big ignorant chain. You don't know what kind of sentimental value it holds. Only I can determine.
Can I say something real quick? And Joe, and Royce, I want to go back to something. I learned to be more understanding of people's sexuality because I had a situation at Viceland. They wanted me to take over the Viceland bus. I went up there. I killed the audition. A woman came in the bathroom with me while I was using it. And I wasn't aware that there was a bathroom where both genders can use the bathroom. I wasn't aware of that at Viceland in 2018. I wasn't aware of that. They said it was all over. I didn't aware that men and women could use the bathroom. So during unisex bathroom.
Unisex,
so during my
unisex is the word.
thing with Viceland, I was talking on the mic, and the vice president, Marsha, the vice president at the time, I forgot her name. I forgot her name, but she was there. And I said, yo, y'all gonna get sued by letting two people use the bathroom, because what if I would have pulled my thing out and got in trouble? And so I said, y'all gonna get sued. That shouldn't be right. So apparently the woman who runs the social media, or the person, was a I guess I don't want to be wrong, but a woman like.
You sound like you're gonna be wrong.
Because how can you describe a woman? How can you describe?
Like
I don't want to say the offensive word. How can you describe a woman who was like a man? Like I don't want to say the wrong word, but I don't know if she was transsexual because she was a woman, but I don't know if what she identified with at that time. But she got offended, and I lost my situation, and I apologized. So I learned. I lost a whole bag because of this whole thing.
No, that's
how?
No,
how?
Good.
I didn't know you could use the bathroom. Where I'm from, we can't go in the bathroom, a woman's bathroom. Where I'm from, you know that, Joe. Y'all can see that's the problem. Y'all niggas learn new shit and don't want to teach. How the fuck am I supposed to know I'm peeing and a bad woman come in the bathroom next to me using the bathroom? I'm shocked. What the fuck are you doing in here?
Well, hey, no. Now we get into the important conversation. There's a lot of you niggas in hip hop that really like transsexuals and just won't say
How
it.
the fuck that? What are you talking about? What? What does that got to do with anything of people liking transsexuals, Joe? That was.
Don't worry about it.
Okay. I don't listen. To each his own.
Don't worry about it.
To each his own. I don't. Yeah, salute. But what I'm saying is that I lost my situation. So when I did it with Daniel Lee Bellamy, it wasn't with the intentions, because I was aware of how sensitive people can be and how you can lose something. Because I got a call, I lost it. Viceland was excited. Yo, we're gonna have him drive the bus around the world. It was lit. I killed it. And that one person that was offended, because I said that two people wasn't supposed to use the bathroom, lost my situation.
Well, that's why you're not supposed to that's why you're not supposed to want to offend people. Because you don't know who you offending and where. You don't know what you put on the table, take off the table. You don't know who's watching when you're doing this shit. When you do your content thing, you have no idea who the audience is. It's such a dangerous position for creators to be in. But you don't know shit. So it's best. But
I work with the LGBTQ plus community. I do. But you can't say how you see. That's you can't say you don't care. That's the problem. I have two characters who are proud representatives of that community. That's all.
Tell me why Vice
they don't care now. I mean, first of all, I would have listen. They don't need to care. This was 3 years ago, Joe. Crazy. But they don't. You're right. They don't need to care. But I'm just saying, I'm learning, and that's the problem. Shout out to Royce. You get it too, Joe. But you want to go back and forth with me. You get it. I'm learning. It's new for me. And where I'm from in Queens,
you have to learn.
Where I'm from in Queens, the whole at the time when I was growing up, being from a Caribbean background, people from that represents different people that was different, or however, I don't want to say it wrong. It was frowned upon. I had to learn and understand.
I want to hang up on you. I feel like I'm
on my way up out of here
just by listening to what you're saying.
I take it back.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Let me apologize to the people.
Great seeing you.
You're not gonna let me apologize?
You're looking awesome.
I apologize. I was wrong. Let me say this. I apologize to the people that I offended with the Daniel Lee Bellamy interview. You know, that wasn't my intentions at all. You know, I never want to force anybody and to do something that they're not comfortable with doing. You know what I mean? I was wrong for that. I should have just took his answer and understood it instead of trying to pressure and get an answer by using my
you ain't got to do all this, man.
You know what I mean?
Nah, he's
I
trying
do
to get
know.
them bags back. hey, he trying to get them checks back.
Wait, hold on. See, Joe, Joe, you supposed to hold me down, Joe, but I see.
Yeah.
And the only reason
You know how many bags I lost? I've signed paperwork. I can't even tell you about some of the bags I lost.
When can I interview you guys?
Hello?
I mean, however you want, individually to get. When can I interview my friends? I consider you my friends.
Not if you're gonna get to talk about something that's gonna make me lose
I ain't gonna
money.
talk about nothing.
I'm out of there, yo. Whatever you going through with the LGBTQ plus
yeah, by the time I come up there to do
when I'm
flip the script, man, make sure you patch that shit up by the time.
Yeah, I mean it's patched. It's patched.
Yeah. You ain't patched it up yet. Kevin Hart had to do way more apologies than this shit you doing. Like, your apology, you got to really get to it. You bullshitting around still. And in your apology, you saying, yo, I'm Caribbean, which is like, that negates
No,
I
didn't use that in my, you see what I'm saying? I didn't use that in my apology.
And say, yo, I'm Caribbean.
I didn't use that in my apology.
All right. Good. I'll do the show if we talk about that.
Anytime, Flip.
Do it. And we could do the hug thing.
You said that last time when I called your phone 6 times camera. After you ain't pick up. So I don't want to hear about that. You showing fucking steaks, nigga. Sitting by the bridge, always eating. I know where you was at, and I respected your space. You showing fucking steaks, showing off, being on some type of slick shit. I don't know who the fuck you think you are.
Nah, see. That shit sounds more fun than answering your call. It's a steak. There's probably some ladies around. I mean, like, sound like a little vibe.
Hey, bro, you know what?
We can talk about this right now.
You know what I'm thinking about now that I'm sitting here? The whole pandemic, you didn't seem affected by COVID at all. You was all outside everywhere, man. Are you like asymptomatic or what?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I caught COVID, but I'm from Queens. That
right.
should go.
Right. Okay. I got you. I feel you.
But you always thank you. I want to salute you. You always pick up when I call. But some people in this room, they give you a word, they pick up 2 days after, 2 days straight, and then they stop picking up. So that's what he did. So I feel away a little bit. I didn't know where he was at.
Yeah, nigga. What you see? And this is what I mean. What you gonna do about it? Unfamily me?
I can't unfamily you. No.
That's the point. Like,
why not? If you give me your word, yes.
It's fam. It is. No, my word is coming. We're gonna hug.
And man, how you be getting all close to these fucking decorated ass street legends and shit, and be getting to talk all crazy to them and shit? I be looking at the interviews like, man, Flip better quit playing with this nigga like this.
I mean, but what? Do you know I'm just a respected guy in a way, Royce.
I mean, I get you because I respect you, so I get it. I mean, I didn't know. I didn't know if you had like some sort of sorcery.
No, I don't have a sorcery.
He better have some sorcery. I think Webb.
Why you gonna bring Webb? Why you
some
bring
crazy
his name up?
Why
you bring his name up? Yeah, Webb is crazy. You know what I mean? And you know what's so crazy? I'm gonna tell you this. He talked to me about me posting videos about Alpo and stuff. He talked to me when he saw me in Atlanta at the time.
Webb did?
Oh, okay.
Webb talked.
I didn't know.
He had to remind me where I was from. My behavior. He said my behavior on the internet. Sometimes you need to talk. I'm not.
You got reprimanded.
I can say that. He's the only one. Nitty caught me too out of the blue, but Webb reprimanded me. Yeah, he did. People don't know that though, because I don't say that. I stand on my square, but I did get reprimanded by my cousin Webb. Yes, I did.
Come on, man. We all got OGs. You gotta have.
Yeah, you fucking right.
You gotta have OG.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with it. He ain't tell you nothing wrong. Chill the fuck out.
Hey,
shit.
Hey, yo, Joe. I love you guys. I just want to say thank you. You guys have gave me clarity today. You guys have made me. Are you laughing? You guys have helped me.
I'm listening. I'm
looking at look at a different light today. I feel better. because I wasn't feeling like shit, but I was feeling more what's that word? Aggressive. I was feeling like I wanted to continue to be invasive because I'm a very invasive person. I wanted to stand in my evasive behavior, but I spoke to two people who I look up to, and they said, "Flip, come on, Flip," and I appreciate this.
Every day should be about improving who we are, Flip. Not standing in some of our stubbornness, especially when we offend people.
Did you apologize
you
for the stuff you said recently? Yes or no? You know what I'm talking about. Did you apologize? You said some things.
I don't know what you're talking about. What you talking about?
Yo, I didn't think I don't think the whole, because Surf was on here earlier saying the same thing. I don't think saying, yo, that album could suck my dick is as bad as y'all do.
Why?
I didn't even know that's what he was talking about. I thought he was about to say something else.
That's what he's talking about.
But how you don't think that album could suck my dick is rude to somebody that's, you didn't tell him to suck your dick, but how you don't think saying that? You don't think that's rude at all?
No. Not I didn't tell him. I would never tell him. See, y'all don't paint me right.
I know you would. I feel that in my heart, but the people don't know that. Like you said.
Then fuck that album. What are you talking about?
You feel like he owe an apology?
I feel like not enough. I feel like to his supporters, to the people that's
to who supporters.
Let me finish. Let me get it out because I'm not as articulate as a lot of other. Yeah. To your supporters that were looking forward to it, and to your partners or whoever your friends that might have been looking forward to it as well. You might have been the sour thumb out of the bunch that might have held things up. And when people look forward to it and they're talking about it, and you say that, it's like a spitting. It could be looked at as a spit in somebody's face. My opinion. I would feel offended if you say, if me and you you said, I'm gonna do a TV show with you, Flip. We don't never do the TV show. Then you said, man, that TV show could suck my dick. What about all the conversations? What about all the work we put in? What about all the stuff that we talked about? What about the encouragement at the time when we were building the TV show that you agreed upon, and now you saying they could suck your dick? It's crazy.
I love the conclusions that y'all jump to when y'all.
You hate me?
I love these niggas.
I love it.
I love it.
Tell me if I'm wrong. Just say, Flip, you wrong. Tell me I take the wrong. Okay.
But you know what? This speaks to the reputation of just rappers in general. Like the listening public and the fans, the way that they view rappers, I'm convinced that they think all of us are just corn dogs. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't even believe that there's a narrative about Royce the 5'9" that says anything even eerily similar to me not supporting one of my brothers. That's ridiculous. Towing the line between trying to figure out like what I want to go dispel, what I want to go clarify, and what I want to just let be what it is. It's tough, man. It's tough because I'm very particular about my name. You know what I mean?
See, and that's Royce, right? That's Royce. Like Royce is saying he's been such an upstanding citizen, he can't even believe none of this. I can believe it. I haven't been the most upstanding citizen. I know that niggas hate me. That's cool. But when it comes to support of niggas, no, I'm not doing that. I've supported every release. I've supported every project, but I'm not going to lie to you if I love you. I ain't going to tell you I'm going to support something I ain't. I don't support it. I reserve the right to not support something that to me is disparaging. It may not be disparaging to fans who are just happy to receive music, lyrical, miracle, criminal. I get it. But no, I'm not supporting shit.
Wait. What do you mean? What you saying? Who you saying suck my dick to?
Are you aware of like the
same thing I said the other day?
Flip?
I am now. I just got aware.
Shit.
You know me now. I be freestyling. I see it, but I just got aware. Hold on. But I can correct it.
But that's the problem with. No. Let me say this real quick, Flip, because that's the problem. That's also the problem with our community. We getting our information from memes and captions and blog culture. Like it's manufactured information. So I seen all the clips come out. Yo, Joe Budden tells Joel Ortiz to suck my dick. Like, but I know why that's happening. People are monetizing off of that stuff. So you got to put some shit there, spice it up. Hey, maybe the connection was bad. It sounded like I said that.
Somebody in the comments said that Joe wouldn't support an album,
but
that was dissing him. I don't know if that's true. I don't know. That's what I was reading. That's what they're writing. Some people writing that in these comments. And
so you don't know nothing about an album dissing
Yo.
us?
Yeah. Royce, you can't say that because they saying that when I watch the live back, Joel is saying, yo, what did you take as a diss?
See, that's
what he's saying.
That's the goalpost movement. You know what I mean? Like, number one, as a creator, we go in the studio and we attempt to hit targets. If your intention is not to offend me, then the only way you'll find out if you actually hit your target is to ask me how I feel about you mentioning me. If I feel offended by something that you're saying, then that means it's something you did wrong if you didn't intend to offend me. But you can't tell me how to receive something. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't invalidate my feelings. I feel how I feel. You know what I mean? So, you know, there's a lot of fans in the comments like, yo, he didn't.
Royce, you said my name in the record, Royce. Should I get offended? Like, what if I got offended by that? You said my name in the record.
I mean, but see, what you just said is that's part of the problem. You know what I mean? Like, you want to be right now instead of just
I'm wrong. I am wrong. No, I take accountability. I'm just asking,
No, because you implying whenever we mention each other's names, we don't have to get offended. And I agree with that. That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Got it.
I'm talking about somebody that I'm in a group with mentioning my name with the intention of disparaging me.
Understood.
Out of nowhere, me being blindsided by
yeah,
something.
But wait, Royce, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. I am. Royce. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Well, that's the problem.
But hold on, wait, stop. Hold on. Let me ask you a question real quick, Joe. Back in the days, I was around for this one, right? That's what happens in familiar territory. Remember with the whole when Jay got on the pump it up beat, Skane, everybody was in the office prior to that. Everybody was together and had conversations. Then hold on, don't shake your head, Royce. I'm not really a hip hop head, nigga. I am a culture. Hold on, let me just ask my man something because I was there. They did that. You threw shot. Jay threw a shot back at you. Can you explain that whole thing that happened? Remember that? You know what I'm talking about?
Yo, Flip, you have such a bright future
yes or no?
in this, yo. You're great. Now you
okay,
now
but just the other time, a couple
memory.
of weeks before that, Skane, you, Jay, everybody was around each other. So how does it go from that to that? Isn't it friendly?
Yeah, you actually describing exactly what goes on in hip hop, right? Like by the time verbal sparring is going on and the fans are like uber excited about that, that typically means something happened behind the scenes.
Got it. Okay.
Hey, you right, Flip. Hey, niggas went and met with Hov, who I fucking idolized and still do. Hey man, such and such and such. He said such and such and such.
I was there. I remember. It confused me, Roy, because I saw, Skane was working with them, so we was all part of but I was a little cousin. But I remember that, and I remember everybody being together. Then it just went to, give me that beat, fool. I was confused.
Mm-hmm.
See, but this is why shit is important, right? Like we don't know what we don't know. We don't know what we don't know. And at that time, at 23 years old, or however old I was, like Skane was my A&R. I did not know that Skane was coming off A&R and Ludacris, Southern Hospitality, and whatever other 5-time platinum album. Like I didn't know that Skane had this cachet in the building to where certain pressure and expectations were on me just due to how Skane, Nitty, and Webb might be viewed. I was just 22 rapping. I didn't have the other information, nor could I go get it at that time. It was just rap. Let's rap. No, enough of that. And later on in Hov's career, right, he just started sharing more and more information, right? Like he evolved. It wasn't about rap for him. It was about, let me just put people on to this information that might help people. And that's really just it. There's nothing else to discuss. I don't want to talk about beef. You're talking to a nigga that has beefed with everybody. I want to make amends with people. I want to be cool. I want to be straight. I don't want to do no fighting. I just keep getting like people that feel wronged or hurt by me just to pop up and just start popping up and going crazy. But that's not where I
So
want to be. I don't want to do none of
when
that.
are we
Yo,
not?
niggas is grown, yo.
Let me ask
Niggas
Royce
is
this.
old now.
Royce, when does it become not like, as a friend, not supposed to throw shots at a friend on a record? Because there's been records in hip hop where a person was on a record with a person and he dissed that person. There's been records like that. When does the competition of friendly sparring change to actual disrespect?
That's loaded. It's way deeper than that with this situation. You know what I mean? Yeah, this situation, because it's a lot of different narratives out there. The main one is that we have an issue with them releasing music together without us. That's not true. All of us have released music, tons of music. We all supported each other. I don't have a problem with them using the word slaughterhouse. I don't have a problem with them using the pig. I have a problem with them burning the pig logo and then announcing to the world that Slaughterhouse is finished without coming to me and letting me know that. Like if you plan on leaving the group, then hit me and Joe and just say, all right, I'm off this, my niggas. You know, it's been real. You know what I mean? Like we find out when the people find out. And my reaction to it is, damn, I'm disappointed. I'm hurt. You know what I mean? But that's it. It's not like I'm like sending a cease and desist letter or I'm trying to stop it or in any way. I just said how I felt about it. And I feel like I've been fucking arguing with people about my feelings ever since. You know what I'm saying? Like I spent 10 years of sweat, equity, blood, sweat, and tears building 25% of that brand. And we got guidelines that says we all got it. There has to be a unanimous vote in order for us to make decisions. At least 3 of us got to say aye. You know what I mean? So for 2 people to take it upon themselves to just publicly end the brand, I can't come behind that and sell somebody a t-shirt or put out an album after that. You know what I mean? Like you left me no choice but to move on from the brand too. I just wish you could have included me. And then it happened with me not knowing about any of these personal feelings. We all on the same Zoom calls. It just came out of nowhere. It blindsided me. So it hurt me as a friend. It hurt me as a friend, but it's nothing that I could do about it, bro. We all take the same L. It's the same brand that's crumbling. We all take the same L, and it just is what it is. So it just adds insult to injury when the entire album is to disparage us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I personally feel like I don't deserve that. I know it's easy to hate Joe, you know what I mean? But it's like there's no really a way that you can come at Joe in this capacity and then say you're not coming at me too. You know what I mean? Like I become collateral damage. You know what I mean? So it's
Did you guys try to find out why they were feeling the way they were feeling? Because as friends, we supposed to find out. I mean, Joe, I watched Joe.
They telling you in the music.
I fuck the music.
Yeah, I can hear it. I can hear it now. Now I can hear it. The problem is we didn't have that. We didn't have that.
Joe, you are a stubborn person.
But I can hear it.
You and Clue have similarities. Stubborn. But when you're dealing with people, sometimes your stubbornness can affect others, or you don't care. It's just on them.
But that don't have nothing to do with nothing, man. Like it just conflates the conversation.
But it does. But it's easy to point my friend as a bad. This is what I'm saying, Royce. Let me land my fucking plane. It's easy to because of his history, and I'm not disrespecting you, Royce. Because of his history and him being stubborn, it's easy to blame him. So these questions have to be asked because he's the person that's going to get blamed because of his character. When he don't care, he has to have a very non-strong attitude, and he don't give a fuck sometimes. From what I know, he could have changed. I'm just saying. So it's easy to blame him. It's easy to point at him and say, and look, his answer, that's his answer. So when I ask a question, he gonna look to the side. When I ask my man the question, like, Joe, did you take into their feelings into consideration? He can say, flip, yes, I did, or no, I didn't. It's a simple yes or no question.
Yeah, and the group wouldn't have lasted 10 years if everybody was just dismissing everybody's feelings. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously. But, you know, everybody got they quirks about them and shit like that. But, I mean, we don't go through life trying to change people, change each other. You know what I mean? Like, all of the characteristics of Joe that makes him the wild card of the group is one of the reasons why standing next to him earned you so much money over the years. You know what I mean? And I don't think enough attention gets put on that. I don't think enough fingers get pointed at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you stood next to somebody, not just Joe, myself too. You stood next to somebody that made you millions of dollars. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way I can be your enemy. We built something together that the industry didn't want us to have. They told us we wouldn't be able to tour without an album. And we damn near was headlining Rock the Bells with 3 freestyles. All of us had been through $1 million deal like 3 times. We ended up back on the major. I ended up rekindling an old relationship with my man Marshall. We hadn't spoken 10 years. We broke down barriers, you know what I mean? And we did it with other brands too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, man, like, we didn't build it trying to change each other into what we would prefer to be around. We made our adjustments to be around each other. So when people start saying shit about the way they're being treated, how you being treated has nothing to do with nothing. What are we doing? Are we doing a deal? Okay, lawyers send lawyers deal memos. That's how we do deals. We don't do deals by saying, yo, Joe didn't call me. You and Joe don't need to speak in order for us to do a deal, bro. That's never been a thing. This whole
At
3-man
all.
slaughterhouse thing, that's never been a thing. Never has that been a thing. 3 men slaughterhouse. It's 4 of us. It's either we doing it or we not. And everybody in the group has a right to disagree with something or turn down something. You know what I'm saying? So your how you deal with somebody turning down something is not to say, well, let's do it without the person that's turning it down. We've never moved like that.
So do you think what I've
Yeah, I didn't know a turn down
It
would
don't
be
even
for
make
that,
sense.
right? Like had you told me that this domino falling would affect these dominoes, I just wouldn't have
Well,
thought.
first they were saying you retired, and then now they saying you turned the deal down. So it's just like nobody points out all of these inconsistencies. It's just
Fuck
like,
that deal. Hey, but I don't hear enough people saying, hey, if I turned the
yeah,
deal down, so what? So I don't view myself as someone that has to be held hostage to just this, oh, there's one deal on the table. This is the one deal that we could. Nigga, who is the deal with? What does it include? What is it for? How long is it? Like Royce just said, yo, where we at today, I'm not listening to my mans tell me about a deal and I got lawyers that I
because if
pay.
that's the case,
The
if that's the
lawyer
case,
tells
then
me
I can
about the
just go to
deal.
Dr. Dre. I can just go to Dr. Dre and say, how much would you give us for Slaughterhouse? Probably more than what was being
Like,
put on the
come
table
on.
if we just speculating. You know what I mean? If we're at the speculative point, let's speculate. But if we're gonna make our negotiating, then it has to be put on paper, my brother. And nobody in the group has to talk to anybody. That doesn't require a Zoom call. That's lawyers and management. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
you
like I
know,
said
it's
earlier,
true.
you know, Joe doing what he did, you know, had me a deal on the table, a multi-million-dollar deal on the table. You know what I mean? And you know, I received some good by one of his decisions. I can say,
Hey, but flip, that's just the thing right here, right? So today, like it's the same thing. It's just not being painted that way because my belief is this deal is contingent upon a concept. Because I'm not never mad at anybody going to diss Joe Budden. I live for diss records. So let's fucking do it. Let's, it fuels me, right? That's great.